Kidnapping, bullets, and pills. Oh my. What's up, my Days Realized peeps? This is more of like kind of my thoughts about this week's episode versus like a particular episode review. So just some thoughts, but you know how that can go with me sometimes. But anyways, first I just wanted to talk about Stephanie finally getting rescued and Alex being an asshole, punching Jeremy, but he apologized to Jeremy, but still, you know, yeah, he busted in as Jeremy was holding Stephanie. She had passed out and stuff, but actually we didn't really see Stephanie that much. Just her in the bed. Just I'm sitting up there wondering that did they give her a bath or a shower first? Because I could just a breath mint, if not a toothbrush and some toothpaste, mouthwash, something. Because I bet that room stunk. Because that's all I could think about. Them just sitting there tied to the chair. So you got the hella morning breath. They had pissed on themselves a billion and one times, and maybe even a little shat. And then it's just like every time I saw the room, I just like wanted to gag. Like, oh, I swear I could smell it through my TV. No lie. And then the fact that Owen actually kissed Stephanie. Oh, you know he had to be in love. Really love somebody if you can kiss them after days of them not cleaning their mouth. But anyways, I think more people owe Jeremy an apology for believing in him, believing that he would do something like that. But anyways, um yeah, so looks like Stephanie might have some PTSD after that, which I don't blame her for that. So that's just creepy. But wondering what will happen with Owen this time. Will he actually get to go to prison, or will he escape again and come back 17 years later and kidnap, say, Stephanie's daughter? Because no matter when she has the kids, by the time that comes around, the kid will be an adult. Anyways, I'm not making fun of. I'm making fun of days of our lives, not the situation. But another thing today with Klaus, that's the name. I wrote it down because I couldn't remember. I kept wanting to call him just Claus, like Santa Claus. I don't know why. But he shot Shawn. JJ had him right in front of him, and he didn't pull the trigger. So a dude pointing a gun at you. I don't know what's hesitating, not pull the trigger, but pull the trigger on somebody that's anyways, I won't dwell on that. But thank goodness Shawn showed up and he saved JJ and got shot himself in the hospital. Yeah, I knew that he was gonna get shot because it was in their promo from back in November. It's like the Day of Days promo. Yeah, so I knew Shawn was gonna get shot, but I thought it was gonna be something serious. And then today he's just like lounging in the in the hospital bed. No biggie, no biggie. So he's gonna be okay. But somebody needs to stay with him to help him. And Belle, told Sarah that she'll do it. First of all, Sarah broke hella HIPAA, the HIPAA, she broke the HIPAA. I guess you know what I'm talking about. Telling Belle all about Sean's condition. It's none of her business unless she's like his on his he's unless she's still on his next of kin list or whatever, since they used to be married. Stuff like that. When you break up and stuff, you might not think about updating that emergency contact. That's what I was thinking of. But even if she is, Shawn is awake and lucid. He can make his own decisions and hear about his own condition. He ain't any about. But she jumped at the chance like it was nothing. And I'm like, girl, go sit your thirsty ass down. Anyways, but it was good to see Shawn back and, him laying into JJ for hesitating. And then Shawn turned it on himself and said it's his fault. He should not have had JJ, help him. He should have had JJ call for backup or whatever. I'm like, yeah, Shawn, don't put your life in danger for JJ. Lordy. Honestly, I like JJ, but I don't like the writing for him since he's been back, or since I've been back watching. I guess pretty much since he's Well, I guess he came back a little bit before I did because he was dating Gabby and stuff. But anyways, but the writing for him has been really shitty, and I really don't see a reason for JJ to stick around. So he can go. Sorry, JJ. But Jada questioning Shawn, she was just like looking at him like, yeah, looking him up and down. I know they slept together when fake Rafe was around, and it looked like they were going to start something, but then both of them disappeared, and Jada just popped up one day and stuff. But I heard that Jada and Shawn are actually going to be a couple, so I would like to see that. I think they have some really nice chemistry, and it would be good to see Shawn on screen again. And Jada and Theo just not working for me. I know a lot of people have a problem with it because of the age gap, but for me, it's not the age gap. It's just I don't see nothing there with them. Um, Jada needs to be with a man with beautiful, a beautiful six pack and those blue eyes. Is it hot in here? Anyways, and just to shove it in Belle's face, because Belle got to get up on EJ, and it looks like possibly when Chad comes back, they're gonna be a couple. So Sean deserves another relationship besides dealing with Belle. Yeah, and also I heard, I'm not sure if this is a spoiler. It sounds like a spoiler, but it sounds like Sean is going to either stay with Jada or Jada's going to stay with Sean while he's recuperating. And that makes sense if Jada and Sean are going to get together because, she can nurse him back to health, give him little sponge bathies and stuff. So yeah, me, I just have a very overactive imagination. But yeah, oh, I put some notes on sticky pads. I wouldn't forget. But oh lordy. So these damn pills with Sophia, she just sent them to Marlena's place, and luckily, Rachel was able to get them. Rachel, speaking of which, we got to see the new Rachel. Her name was Lorelai Olivia Moet. Moet. Yeah, she has a cute little video on Daisy's Facebook page introducing herself. She doesn't like cheese. I'm like, what, girl? No, but I said, I welcome to their show, and some people are already downing her on Facebook. I'm like, the girl's only been on one episode. Well, two now, for today's episode. But anyway, she got the pills, and I'm trying to figure out how that package even got to her, because it didn't look like they had any postage. It just looks like it was a piece of paper taped to a box with the address. I'm like, okay. Yeah, so she missed it. Marlena missed that. And, oh yeah, Rachel pinching Marlena because she didn't have any green on, and Marlena got all pissed. I'm like, has she been taking Sophia's pills too? Just or maybe Marlene's just scared of Rachel, which I wouldn't blame her. I'm still afraid of that girl. But anyway, she got the pills and she gave them to Tate and asked him to give them to Holly. And I'm like, Tate agreed to it. I'm like, what the hell? What is hell, Tate? You should be wondering how the hell your little sister got a hold of these supplements. That's what you should be worried about. Not just going to, agree with her just to agree with her. Especially with your sister Rachel. I mean, she did poison Sarah, but I guess Tate didn't want to make Rachel feel bad that, she asked and he turned her down. But I don't know. But yeah, so he goes and gives the pills to Holly. Holly had got some testing at the hospital. She got some new birth control pills, and I guess I thought maybe that was messing with her hormones or something. And she got a blood test done. So maybe the blood test will show, that she's not really taking supplements. But anyways, yeah, Tate was gonna give him Holly, and Holly told him to keep it. She still got a lot, so I'm like, oh lordy. And he's dumbass because, like I've said in a couple other videos, the seal is broken on the pills unless Sophia somehow taped it or glued it back on. She had to puncture the tab to put the pills in there. So yeah, I just thought of the gluing thing. I was like, the seal was not gonna be there. And I'm like, oh, Sophia might have taped it back on there or something. I don't know. But anyways, oh, I forgot to talk about Liam. So Tate's gonna be taking the pill, so he's gonna be acting all weird too. Alerting. But I hope this Sophia thing is gonna be over soon. But I thought it was Tate, oh lordy, Tate, Liam. So he faced Klaus first. Oh, Klaus is dead, by the way, if you didn't know that. He's yeah, they confirmed he died. But anyways, Liam got shot. It just like grazed him, and somebody on Facebook thought that the bullet went through him. I'm like, girl, what? The bullet grazed him. Only if he got shot, he'd be in a lot more pain. He wouldn't be all standing up, all ready to jump and hide from Tate. So, Lordy, some people just don't pay attention. I mean, I don't pay attention either, but I'll question and not assume first. But anyways, so Ari found him and she nursed him back to health, and then Tate saw the blood or whatever, and I'm like, oh lordy. Ari with her bad guy. That'd be funny. So he lives with his mom, and so his mom is taking care of his son, which I don't think they ever said the son's name, but I don't know. Anyways, so what's it gonna say to his mommy? But I don't know. I wonder if Liam would be in trouble with the cops. Hmm. I don't know. But they did leave it to where it's possible somebody else could be out there for him. Vivian might send somebody else out there. Speaking of Vivian, she's missing. And she has a headstone. So it makes me think that she died. But EJ was laying into Gwen about everything because the person that Gwen had watching the house where Dimitri was held captive, you know, she not only should let Dimitri go, but basically led the ISA to the house. So she's not happy about that. And she told EJ, and EJ was hella pissed because he got arrested because of Stephanie's kidnapping. But that has nothing to do with them. Speaking of which, it was Rolf that hired him. EJ never hired him or even saw Owen. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that scene from last week. EJ talked to Owen, but he didn't know it was Owen. He had his back to him. It's like they had they had backs to each other, so he never actually saw Owen. So I wonder if Rolf saved him that day when he with the van crashed and he went disappeared, or did somehow Owen found Rolf years later, or days or whatever later, and Rolf hired him. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, Rolf was not around during the time of Owen being on, so he wouldn't have known what he has done, or probably doesn't even know his real name. Because I don't think he ever called him Owen. I don't know. But it's Dr. Rolf. He doesn't care as long as you uh, don't stop him for what he's doing. But yeah, so I wonder, or maybe Vivian is just faking her death. I don't know. But I need some more Auntie Viv, okay? I want some more Auntie Viv. I don't know why I call her Auntie Viv, but anyways, it'd be good to see her some more. I don't think she's dead. Come on now. Even if she died, it's still days of our lives. But yeah, so Dimitri is cleared of the kidnappings, but now he's in trouble because Vivian and her stooge, oh my goodness, Ivan, is that right? Ivan. They're missing, so they think that Dimitri has something to do with it. And someone tried to shoot Dimitri, and um the the red dot was on Leo, and Dimitri just like tackled him and hit his head, and now he's just like telling it all. So Dimitri is in trouble. He's gonna be staying in Alemania. And Leo's on his way home to get some treatment for his head wound. It was good to see Andrew. It's just weird that Andrew get even hotter. Mm. Yeah, we didn't get to see Paul. They took out the shooter, but we didn't get to see Paul. Hopefully soon. Yeah, because I don't know how long they're going to be sticking around, but I assume they'll be still a part of the storyline as long as it plays out. But I thought it was good that EJ laid in Gwen because she just set all this stuff in motion. She wanted to be, ruin Leo's day by bringing Dimitri back, um, and look at everything that's happened. I don't know, but that would be interesting to see what's happening next. I've really been enjoying Days of Our Lives. And hmm, they went through last month. I wasn't really feeling it, but they really stepped it up this month. I like it. And I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Hmm. No, that's pretty much a good little summary of what happened this week. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. What did you enjoy this week? And if you like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe for more Days of Our Lives videos. I also talk about the other 4 soaps, so if you like those too, stick around. And when I do the videos, I don't know, it's just whatever pops in my head. I'm like, I have to do these videos, but then stupid work got in the way. It's anyways. I know I'm so bad at ending videos. I'm gonna shut up. Enjoy your weekend. It's bright sunshine here. It's supposed to warm up again. I'm gonna actually leave my house. That's gonna be funny. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.